What's up, upcyclers? Today we are going to be talking about rejects. So this will be a bit of a educational experience for all of us. Learning how to evaluate cards better for grading, I think, is something that's very valuable to anybody in the hobby. Certainly something I've been trying to learn more about. There is there are a lot of third-party groups, submitters, that do pre-screening and other services that are out there. I've been using one called gotbaseballcards.com. It was recommended with their association with the Sports Card Investor site, and so far, I think they've done wonderful work. Their communication has been great. In many cases, they charge the same or even less than if you went directly to the grading card company, and they pre-screen some cards. So what this is, these are all the cards that they found issue with that they didn't recommend me actually sending in to grade. Now, there's a decent amount of cards in here, so it might look like I'm an idiot and I don't know what I'm doing, but this was over a number of orders. So I think there's 20 some odd cards in here out of probably close to 200, that I sent in across a number of orders over the month of February. I had quite a bit saved up, and I did send in quite a few. So let's take a look at them. What's cool about them, hopefully what they've done before, is they'll actually mark. Yeah, they mark on the cards, on the sleeves, I should say. What the issues were, which is great. Now, me personally, most of the issues that I've missed tend to be surface issues. So I'm expecting a lot of these cards to have marks on them for, various surface issues. Because to be fair, surface issues are really, really hard to see in a lot of cases, particularly when there's a lot going on the face of the card. There's scratches, there's this, that, and the other. Different colors. You've got reflective surfaces on refractors and stuff. It can be really hard to see that stuff. The standard corners, edges, centering. Generally, I don't think those are that hard to see. And if you watched my other video the other day where I got some SGC stuff back, the cards, the corners and edges look fine, but there's obviously some issues with the surfaces. Let's have a look. Surface. That has a tiny corner issue and off center. Yeah, I was being kind of speculative with this one because, with the new series coming out, I was really hoping that I could get a good grade on a Moon Knight card because the show's coming out. I'm sure the interest in those cards and value is going to pop. There's a surface issue. Now I do have one of these, which I recommend getting. This is a jeweler's loop. Let's see if I can see anything. Oh yeah, you know what? When they direct you exactly to the right spot to look at, right there, kind of on his hip in the picture, I don't think you're going to be able to see it on camera, but zoom in a little bit. There are some light scratches right there. Yeah, there's a little scratch on his shoulder. But like this card's a perfect example. Look at the pattern on the card. Plus, you've got the rainbow of the refractor. Good luck. Good luck picking out surface issues. They must have some fancier equipment than I do because not in a million years could I see that. See, but like this. This is another example. See that? There's a little dot right there. You can actually kind of see it in that circle right there. But, if you're just looking at the card, that could easily be part of the design. I mean, it's got this sort of like speckled look to it. What do we have here? Oh, yes, the no number Vlad. Yeah, tiny bit with the corner there. Surface issues. Oh, surface issue on the back. That's a sneaky one. Surface, 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 surface. I don't know what this +1-7 means, but must have something to do with the surface. Yes, I'm definitely seeing a trend and a pattern here. I'm sure you are as well. But I do want to say that this is really the value of it just circled his crotch. So apparently, according to the grading company, there is a small issue with Dylan Carlson's crotch. Sorry, Dylan, that's a bummer, bro. Okay, this feels weird. Yeah, there's some scratches right there, all right. Right on his man stuff. Let's assume that's just on the card and not there in real life. That would be unfortunate. Garnett rookie. Excuse me. Yeah, it's too bad there were some surface issues with some of these cards because there's actually some pretty cool cards in here. You know I like my Tatis stuff. And this was a cool card. I was bummed on this one. Shohei. Look, it's just surface, surface, and more surface. Surface, surface. I mean, that's technically an edge in a corner. Really? Let me see that corner. Oof. I can't even see that with my jeweler's loupe. White corners, black corners are very difficult to grade. Black border cards are obviously very difficult to grade, but to spot issues when you're evaluating, I think white corners are really hard. It's easy to see the issue with black bordered and black corner cards, but white, where this card's actually supposed to be white in the corner, that is a tough one to see. So anyway, we've got a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So, 23 out of, I don't know, somewhere between 150 and 200 cards. 15%. I think it was a higher percentage than that in the first order I sent into these guys. So, while it may look like I'm, blind, in fact, I'm getting better. And the important part here is this was a mixture of PSA and SGC. So let's say, the PSAs were going to go in at $50 a card and the SGCs were going to go in at 26 at the volume I sent them. So, say that averages out to $35 a card times 20. That's $600-$700, of grading fees that they saved me. So now I can just sell these cards as raw and, not spend $600 or $700 because it's not like these were going to get, most of these weren't going to get, 5s and 6s. A lot of these were going to get 8s and 9s. And like, okay, take this one for example. This is a perfect example. This card comes back in a 9 probably for these minor surface issues. Maybe it's an 8. You know, and these Marvel cards, unless it's a 10, really doesn't go for much more than raw, because it's a smaller, you know, niche market that people want, you know, 10s, and specifically PSA, you know. So anyway, thank you very much for your time. I hope you learned something about this, and you know, if you enjoy this kind of content, please do subscribe to my channel, like the video. Have any thoughts, comments, questions, please throw them below. I'd be happy to chat with you about anything. And I hope you have a great day, and have fun out there collecting. Take care.